欢迎大家来到中外马业交流会，让你掌握全球的马业最新动态。那今天呢是一年一度的西方情人节，那我仅代表中外马业交流会的主办方，对吧？祝大家情人节快乐。那中外马业交流会呢，是我们中外马业博客的升级版。那如果大家对我们的博客是感兴趣的话，可以到我们的喜马拉雅频道上收听的。那直接在频道里面打 China Horse Business 就可以直接收听。稍后呢，我们也会让小助手在群中给大家分享最新一集的连接，请大家关注就可以了。那另外呢，中外买业交流会的成立目的呢，是为了提供一个连接国内国外的一个商业平台，那让大家更容易接触到国外的一手资源并与国际马业接轨的。那在这个会议里面呢，我们每一个月的星期一，在北京时间3点到4点会准时开讲。那为什么这个星期呢？这个月呢是在第2个星期，也是因为有一个特殊的情况，上一个星期是春节假期哈，所以有一些情况，如果是第1个星期一是假期的话，或是有特殊的日子的话，我们就会把这个会议顺延1周。那如果你在群里面，我们都会在群里面保持跟大家联系，告诉大家下一节的情况，而且我们在会议最后的时间也会跟大家确认一下下一集的日期还有时间的，所以大家不用担心。那每次交流会呢，我们会邀请到4个企业的演讲嘉宾分享他们的商业主题。那我们每一位邀请到我们平台的嘉宾呢，都是非常希望在国内展开他们的业务或是商业合作的，所以任何一位呢对他们的业务感兴趣的话如果有问题想多了解的不一定是合作哈，你们都可以直接跟嘉宾联系的，他们会在他们的 PPT 里面会留下他们的直接联系方式。那如果你们感觉有别的问题哈，或是来不及去把他的信息抄下来的话，你们也可以联系群里面的小助手，然后小助手呢会帮你们联系上的，所以这个也是不用担心。那今天呢，呃，刚刚也说了就是今天的嘉宾，那我们等一下会详细给他们介绍的。那我呢是和周收怡呢是今天的大会主持哈。那我是周周，来自于香港，在马业工作了13个年头了，也是国际马联 FEI 奥运项目的2级教练，也是香港马术治疗的3级教练。在2018到2020期间呢，也负责统筹中国马协骑手分级体系考核的。所以很高兴今天情人节在这里跟大家相约。现在我把时间交给另外一位主持人 Zoe 去自我介绍。
大家好。那可能也有一些朋友已经认识，已经是经常来听我们这个会议。我是周乙，我是常住在上海，但是我也经常到国内的各个城市、各大俱乐部出差，跟大家见面。那我自己也有10几年在中外马业工作的经验，我之前是法国马业在中国的代表。那现在呢，我自己本身很喜欢做一个沟通和桥梁的一个作用，所以呢，为什么我跟周周一起来主持这个会议，也是希望通过这个会议为大家打造一个每个月第1个星期天下午的一个马业商业的下午茶，希望促成一些中外的合作项目，以及给大家带来更新的、更多的、更丰富的国际资讯。非常感谢大家。
好的，那这个是我们今天的会议流程。我们找到今天邀请到4位嘉宾哈。那第1位呢是 Camille，第2位是Slavi，第3个是来自英国的 Judith，还有第4位应该是大家如果在马圈的话也是蛮熟悉的一位重量级的嘉宾叫 Sasha。那等一下我们会给大家详细的介绍。那我们呢如果参加过我们的会议的 朋友们应该也知道，我们有一个抢红包的环节的。那如果我们抽奖环节是以，应该这么说，我们抽奖的环节是以这个抢红包的形式去举行。那我们如果要抢红包的话，必须要在手机 APP 上才能抢到红包。所以如果希望抽奖的朋友们哈，记得用手机下载这个 APP，然后才能抢红包。那我们时间呢会保持在1个小时之内也希望去在最短的时间给到大家最有用的信息。那我们这个会议呢也是一个双语的平台哈。那等一下呢，我们的嘉宾都会以英语去啊、去去分享他们的商业活动，但是呢，我们已经把他们的 PPT 就是翻译成中文，所以呢，他们的所有重点内容都会在 PPT 里面。如果你们有不清楚、不理解的话，后续也可以在群里面找到小助手去跟我们的那个小助手联系，然后我们会把你连接到那个嘉宾的。那时间有限哈，那我们在线上是不设问答环节。问答环节的。那如果你们有问题，刚刚也说了，就直接联系到我们还有嘉宾就可以了。然后抽奖环节呢，今天我们设了4个抽奖环节，那这4个环节呢也会在不定期的时间出现，所以你们如果希望抽奖的话，也需要密切留意哈，不用提早离开哈。
好，那今天我们还有，在我们开始之前呢，我们有一个非常特别的消息跟大家分享就是我们从去年9月份开始做这个中外马业交流会之后呢，得到了很多世界上很多各个国家马业同仁以及品牌还有机构的一个关注和认可。那我们在今天非常荣幸的宣布，我们得到了来自法国的2个重量级的马业机构，官方机构，一个是诺曼底马业大区的这个机构代表机构，以及它诺曼底有一个专门是用于马业这个创新的这一个孵化器叫 Hippolia，他们两个重量级的法国这个马业机构呢一起跟我们
那个什么呀，换一间，
跟我们达成了一个合作协议。那这个协议呢，将会给我们带来什么呢？将在今后的每一个月，也就是我们每一个月的这个会议中，都会有至少1位这个来自法国的，来自这2个机构推荐的这个法国的马业企业和专家会来跟我们做一个分享。所以呢，全年我们会有12位。至少12位专家为我们做分享。那当然了，我们也跟他们合作，为他们的会员提供其他的在针对中国市场的一些定制化的服务。我们接下来呢还会有更多的跟这些国外机构合作的这个机会。那合作其实也是为了为大家提供更加稳定的、更加持续的这些信息。我们正在跟英国、德国还有其他国家的这些相关的机构进行接洽，大家都对我们这个平台呢给予了很大的积极的反馈，很大的支持，所以我们在此也对他们表示感谢。今天的第一位演讲者，第一位演讲嘉宾就是来自于这2个机构的一个成员和一个推荐的法国企业。等一下呢，因为他正在山上，他正在那个登山呢，所以他今天呢会以电话的形式加入我们，但是他的 PPT 已经早就准备好了。那事不宜迟，我们现在呢就先发一轮红包。我希望大家准备好，在你的屏幕左上方、左边呢会出现红包。那我们发一个红包，大家抢到的话呢，手气最佳的这一位呢，我们将会送出一个东京奥运会跟马术相关的一个惊喜礼物。到时候大家收到的话，就会知道是什么，而且限量版的已经发出了，看看大家的手气如何。 好，我们来看一下手气最好，请大家要把那个静音关上，如果大家没有在讲话的话。OK， 好，那我现在看到手气最佳的第一位获奖者是这个英镑吧，应该是英镑的这个符号的这位朋友，到时候请你在群里面联系绿色的小助手领取奖品。那现在我们看看，那个第一位演讲者 Camille 他有没有加入进来？
是有一个驻机，是他吗？
对对
75，
对的，
他已经来了。
Hi Camille, can you unmute yourself? And then we will pass over to you. Camille? 好，大家稍等啊，因为有一个他是通过座机加入的。Hi Camille. Camille?
Hello, Camille.
Hello?
Hi, we can hear you
hear me?
now. Yes. Cool.
Oh, good. All
Good.
right. Sorry. Hello to all. I am very happy to be featured with my company, EQUIWAYS, on this webinar. Thanks a lot to Zoe Quinn and her team for this organization. I will present today EQUIWAYS, an innovative company dedicated to equine biosafety. Viruses keep making headlines. In our global equine industry, horses have to travel and meet, and we need to minimize our risk. EQUIWAYS helps you to protect your equine premises and venues. Equine biosecurity involves all the techniques that are here to prevent the introduction, the transmission inside the premises, and the transmission to other equine venues of pathogenic agents such as viruses, bacteria, fungus. Those pathogens are responsible of outbreaks and diseases such as EHV1, rhinopneumonia, strangles, equine influenza, rotavirus, etc. And you know they can cost a lot of money. With EQUIWAYS, we have developed an innovative method in regard to assess biosecurity risk. So the second slide is about EQUIWAYS. EQUIWAYS is a company set in the heart of Normandy in France, in a place called Normandie Equine Valley. It is set next to the main equine French reference laboratory called LABEO, and it is set on an innovative platform dedicated to research on equine diseases called Normandie Equine Valley. It has received the support of Hippolia, the French cluster for innovative equine entreprise and French tech, and is an established partner of many entities within the equine industry in France and at the international level. We also currently collaborate on 2 research projects on Rhodococcus equi. So on the next slide, I will introduce our main activities. So definitely our main activity is doing biosecurity audits. And we have set up a unique audit method for equine venues because the equine industry is like no other, and it has a lot of specificities in terms of organization, premises, and the aim of what we do is that we want to collaborate with the people who operate daily on those venues. We have a catalog of over 200 key points that we will assess, and we help people with premises and venues where there is multiple activities and a lot of equine flows, humans and vehicles, to identify the weakness points and assess the venues. It is very helpful as we are a new eye coming to understand your way of working and eventually work with you to improve the daily practices and routines. And it is very interesting for the staff as well. So that is our main activity. We also develop skills in terms of assisting for equine projects so that we make sure that you build a structure dedicated to horses that will leave no stone unturned in terms of biosafety. So we do audits on existing venues, and we also do audits on projects. So at the center, we have developed also a lot of skills in regards to doing communication packages and signage packages for the equine venues. So we try to do user-friendly signage and all that to explain to people how to put in practice biosecurity. And also, you can see on the right-hand side, we are now specialized, and there is a lot of demand for that, in biosecurity training programs. And in that matter, I always team up with the best experts in biosecurity so that we bring to the table a lot of experts trying to make biosafety easier for people. So on the next slide, if I may summarize, I would say our best seller product yet is, of course, the biosecurity audit for equine venues. And this audit can adapt to equine centers, horse farms, racetracks. It basically adapts to everything. We work with people in the racehorse industry, show jumping industry, breeding industry, polo, a lot of different aspects of the equine industry. And so wherever there is a flow of horses and a lot of horses gathering at the same time, at the same place, with values or horses with different sanitary level, we are experts in that. And on the bottom of this page, you can see also we sell a unique box, which is called ISOBox. It is made to be used when there is a suspicion of an infectious disease, for example, in a barn. It is inside the box, you can find everything that you may need if you have a suspicion of equine flu or something like that. In the first hour, your staff is able to put in place a perfect isolation zone for a barn. So it is also it's very different from the equine audit. It's a box, and it's very adaptable to a lot of different situations. So on the next slide, our business in China. So I would like to say the following to you. After the global human pandemic, we need to protect our horses and equine premises from infectious diseases to avoid the financial losses associated with equine contagious diseases. So, you know, we have been all locked down because of the human virus, and I think now it's time everyone goes back to business. So this is not the time for the equine industry to have an outbreak because of an equine virus this time.
2 minutes.
So I am very interested to connect with customers and decision makers who run the important center of horses activities and premises. Like I said, show jumping centers, horse farms, racetracks, veterinarian clinics. We work a lot with veterinarian and equine clinics. So I'm very interested to connect with all those aspects in China on this very interesting topic of biosecurity. So as a conclusion, I would say thank you so much. And I hope you will be interested to contact me. On the first slide, you will find my website and also here my email address. And I would love to speak further with you if you feel there is an interest on biosecurity. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Camille. You are just on time. Thank you, and wish you a lovely day. If you want to stay with us on your phone, please do. If you want to, I know you are driving to another place. Please feel free. And then thank you very much for your introduction. So 非常感谢 Camille 来自法国的这个 EQUIWAYS 这个公司给我们的一个介绍，所以相信大家也基本上了解，他们公司呢主要是从事这个跟马相关的这些比赛场地，或者是检验检疫的场地，或者是马房、马厩的一些防疫的工作，还有一些防疫的设施的一个经验，还有一些审查。所以呢，他们如果各位呢在这个大型的比赛场地、重要的比赛场地，或者是大型的这个马房、马场，特别是养殖场，如果你们对这个马科的传染病想有一个比较科学和精准的防控的话呢，相信他们这个企业以他们的经验、以他们的科技，应该可以为大家提供很好的一个协助。接下来呢，这个就是我们的第一位分享嘉宾，同时再次感谢我们的合作伙伴，来自法国的 Hippolia， 还有诺曼底大区的马业机构协会。好，那现在我们会送出第二轮红包，事不宜迟。这个红包呢，也是抢到手气最好的那一位呢，也是会获得我们送出的东京奥运会的马术相关的这个纪念品。大家准备好了吗？现在你的屏幕左方可以抢到红包。好，我们现在发出来。好的，已经发出。我们来看一下谁的手气最好。
我有。
好，这一次我们水质最好的是这位
是在照相站。
OK，
你从照相到许君东大概10多分钟吧。
请各位没有非
不是，我是17号线，然后你转一站就到了。
好，请各位非演讲者关了你的麦克风。好，这位获奖者是名叫葛思涵，请你在群中联系我们的绿色小助手。好的，下一位交给你，周周。
那第二位呢是我们来自意大利的脚蹬的一个供应商。然后呢，他是这公司的进出口总监。那这个品牌呢，也是在最近的时候来到香港，然后进入了香港赛马会，作为他们的供应商之一的。那今天呢，我们有请了他们这个总监来到我们的平台，给大家分享一下看看他们的这个脚蹬有什么特殊的地方。
对，这个脚蹬，对，其实是不好意思，周周应该是我来介绍这一位哈，他就是来自意大利的这个脚蹬有什么特殊的？我们来看一下。So Slavy, are you ready? We will hand over to you. Could you please turn on your and unmute yourself?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
So let's hand over to you now.
Thank you so much for having me and for the opportunity to introduce Stirrups. We really appreciate that we present our products to a Chinese market. Well, our products have been developed by our owner called Giovanni Gualandris. He basically comes from a long line of mechanical engineers, and he's been working on various projects. And one of the projects that became really, really successful are the stirrups. We call them tech stirrups because they have a lot of technical details that perhaps on the first glance you don't see them, but once you start using them, then you notice a big difference. Our stirrups have been certified by the British Eventing and have been used by a large number of various athletes. While we were producing our stirrups, we were testing them in our labs with our professional and amateur riders, because for us it's really important to understand how the riders feels when it's using our stirrups. Because for us it's important to give them the best support, the best experience, and so that the rider can really have the best performance. We currently export our stirrups in more than 52 countries, and we have been experienced really big growth in the last 2 years. And we really see that our stirrups have become really popular in certain countries, and we also, want to expand even more. We have patented our product because the design that we have invented is really particular. And while we were inventing the whole system, we were using the group of experts, and every person in our team is expert in his field: engineering, lab design, testing. So we basically try to come up with a product that would not be only beautiful, but also very practical and very good performing. And so on the next slide, I would like to talk to you what makes Stirrups so great. We believe that in the equine industry, you have so many different saddles that it cannot be one stirrup that fits all saddles. Because we believe that different disciplines have different saddles, and that means that the stirrups also cannot be the same. You cannot use one type of stirrups for jumping and for the dressage. So we have basically looked into the various disciplines, and we have spoken to many, many riders to understand what they need on the perfect stirrup. And so we have designed tech stirrups in base of what we have studied. So for example, today I'm going to present you the Venice Evo Plus, which is a stirrups for jumping and cross country. And this, for example, if you see on my presentation, our stirrups have a really large opening. It's really wide, and it's the biggest one on the market currently. So that makes release of the foot in case of the fall really easily and really fast. And we have received many, many, many confirmations from the riders who during their practice or even during the different competitions have fell off the horse, and they said that impact that our stirrups had was incredible, that the foot release was really fast and that they felt really safe. One great thing about our stirrup is that the system that we have invented, that the mobile part of the stirrups opens from the below, because we have a spring, like a spring underneath that you cannot see it on the picture, but this spring allows it to open and to close with a slight kick. We also have paid a really big attention to the grip, because we know when the rider rides, he needs to feel safe. So we have made a grip with a 54 teeth on the grip, which gives a rider really good security, even if it's wet weather, even if he jumps in the pond, so that the stirrups will still give him a really, really good grip. And the water, for example, if he dives in the pond, will just slide from the grip. The good thing about our grips is that, they're all replaceable, which means that you can use your stirrups for a long time. Just by replacing the grip, they will always be like new. I think that's really, really practical, because in that way you can be in control of your grip. Also, we were thinking how sometimes riders have difficulties in keeping their heels down. So we have made special inclinations. We have different levels of inclinations on our stirrups, and you can choose what suits you the best. Then we think that if your car has four springs, that it gives you the better shock absorbing when you're driving. So the stirrups should have also, and we believe that the stirrups to give the best feeling to the rider needs to be supported from the 4 angle. And so that's why we have put 4 inserts to give the best experience. And then if you see our stirrups and the gap between each teeth on the grip is really wide, so it helps you to keep them clean. It helps you to not only put them away faster, but also to give you a better security in your grip, even if you ride through dirt, even if the weather conditions are not perfect, you will still have the best grip. And then on the next slide, I have just shown some of our best sellers, and we can see Venice Dressage Plus, Venice Plus Evo, and Venice Young Evo. We believe that safety comes first, and that safety while riding the horse is super important, and we have included the safety stirrups also for children. That's why they're called young, because we believe that many new generations are enjoying the horseback riding, and that we want them to always feel safe. And also the parents, they feel better when they know that the children are having a great stirrups. Like I said, we believe that every discipline should have their own stirrups. So that's why we have also made dressage stirrups that have a little bit different grip to give them the better movement and better function, in order to give them the good leg mobility, and to give them also the good stable position for the foot. And on my last slide, when we think about business that we have been created, we have been working with many different prominent stores in the Asia area, in different countries. And closest to mainland China is Hong Kong, where we have a great distributor of our product, great shop. And we would love to expand our business to China mainland. Currently, our products can be purchased in some of the stores outside of mainland China, but we believe that Chinese people would really enjoy our stirrups, and I think they would really enjoy the quality, but also the sensations they offer, the experience that the rider would have. And we already work with some of the known riders from the China and Hong Kong, like Annie Hall and Vincent Hall, who's a jockey, and they enjoy our stirrups. And we would love opportunity to meet perhaps a distributor, somebody who would be interested in collaboration for the Chinese market, where we could show them our products. We will be present at the Spoga Fair in July. So if you want to come and visit us, please do. I will be at the stand together with my colleagues, and we will be able to demonstrate you the products on our stand. And if you want the catalog, you can just contact me on my email or my phone number that I will leave in the presentation, and just reach out. I'll be happy to give you more details about possible collaboration.
Okay.
So, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Stevie. Thank you very much. 下一页。所以呢，我们这一位Stevie， 他是来自于意大利的这个专门做马凳，当然我相信他也还有其他的一些马术产品、马具装备啊，但是他们做的最好的 best seller 就是他这几款马凳，以及一些马刺。所以呢，大家也知道，意大利也是一个马术强国，而且呢，意大利设计、意大利制造也是非常厉害的。如果大家对他们的产品感兴趣，特别是如果你们希望代理，如果有人希望代理他们的产品在中国进行销售的话呢，可以和 Stevie 取得联系，或者通过小助手取得联系。好，那是话不宜迟，现在我们有一点点时间有一点点紧迫哈，我们先抽出第3个大奖。抽出第3个大奖，刚刚已经有2位获奖者。那这一次的第3位获奖者他是没有名字的，无名氏 是一个卡通的图像。之后呢，请你再通过私信联系绿色小助手。好的，下一位嘉宾交给助手。
好，大家应该都知道，英女王今年是刚好登基70周年的白金禧哈。那在这个机会下，我们今年呢，今天也刚刚好邀请到一位来自英国，拥有80年历史，还拥有皇家特许的马术饲料供应商来到这个平台，给大家分享他们的服务、饲料，还有一个兽医的顾问的服务。所以呢，我们今天邀请到我们下一位嘉宾 Judith。
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Zoe, and thank you, Jojo, for the opportunity to talk today to you all about Donson and Horme. You may not have heard of our horse feed company. We are the longest standing horse feed in the industry, with over 80 years of experience making high quality horse feeds. We gained the Royal Warrant in 1985. We've supplied feed to Her Majesty the Queen for the whole time since then. And we are well renowned for making many different types of feed for all disciplines of horses. We have a significant focus on the development of highly scientific feeds with the best quality production for horse feed, and then making sure that we keep our standards very high with an in-house lab and in-house research facilities. We focus on making all the feed for horses, which includes fibre and supplements and tubes, as well as mix. So we complete the entire nutritional requirements for the horse. We have a strong background in science and research. And with that, we have 3 members of the Royal Veterinary Society as part of our staff. And we have a sort of strong foundation and the historic and scientific background of how to manufacture top quality feed for equestrians at the top of their game, be it the Olympic teams or racing. Next page, please. Thanks. So Donson and Horme have been a founded company for over 80 years in the UK. We've been exporting for over 30 years now internationally to over 50 countries. We are headed up by the Horme family, and as such, we still have a member of the Horme family as our managing director, and that is Sam Horme. Our manufacturing company is called H.J. Lee Oaks Millers, and they are even older than us. So they are 300 years old, founded in 1675. And again, we're overseen by Edward Lee, the gentleman on the right, and they're still in charge. So we all come from a strong line of heritage and family with focus on profound clinical practice in terms of ensuring the highest quality standards of manufacturing. As a team, we have 17 team members. 8 of those are involved in nutritional support, including 3 qualified vets. We are also accredited with UFAS and Beta NOPS, which ensures that our feed is of the highest quality and standards and is safe to feed to all animals that are involved in the highest level, so FEI standards, blood testing requirements, etc. This will prevent any prohibited substances or positives coming back. All of our feed that we produce falls under Beta NOPS. Our contact details for the website are also there, so if anybody is interested in looking at our products in more detail, the website is available for you to click on and have a look through our products.
Yeah, Judy, I think you may have to speak up a little bit because you will have 10 minutes limit.
Oh, speed up. Sorry, I thought you said speak up. We've got, the overview of myself, which is that I am horse rider all my life, grown up in Ireland and moved to Dubai, follow most disciplines of horse riding. I've been a qualified vet for quite a while now. I've worked in veterinary practice and then became with Donson and Horrell 5 years ago. And I'm involved in their international development. Most of my role is traveling internationally to support in person with nutritional issues, be it individual horses with medical issues or veterinary teams or countries that are traveling and need nutritional support to make sure the horses travel and perform at their best. Next slide. Donson and Horrell as a brand is heavily involved at the top end of the sport. So for racing, show jumping, eventing and breeding, we have many products to support those horses. We have a multitude of ambassadors, which you can follow the link again, which are again winning many medals for us at the Olympics, our most successful Olympics to date this year, so very pleasing. Again, most of our products are based around producing the peak performance in terms of energy, but they're also focused on support and recovery, so ensuring that the horse has a good level of energy and antioxidants whilst performing, but also can recover and go back out and perform as quickly as possible, minimizing the risk to injury and downtime. Next slide. So for us internationally, the product that is by far our best seller is Pasture Mix, which is really eaten by every horse. It's very nutritious, but also very tasty. It's a very flexible product, which helps us in horses' climates where it's very hot or humid, or they can't have high starch or sugar because of digestive issues or colic. There's some horses that will eat this product and perform at a very high level. So it's a very flexible product. In terms of our services, we go around the world mainly with large private stables and veterinary practices. We also run through most of our racing connections, operate globally. So we support them internationally with breeding and training of their horses. We do support quite a number of show jumpers and eventers around the globe as well now, which is very important to us. We are associated with some big names, so the Hong Kong Jockey Club and Godolphin. And in terms of what we do with the Pony Club, it's not just supporting with feed badges and education, it's also promoting best practice in terms of how horses are managed and trained, and introducing new feeding and scientific programs to those individuals to make sure that the Pony Club riders are trained to the highest standard in nutrition. We also, through our website, offer forage analysis, and that includes all grass and hay, which helps us build a full feed review, which includes vitamins, minerals, protein, amino acids, and energy, which can be per individual or for an entire group of horses, say a stud or a riding school or an individual that wants to travel and perform. Next slide, please. So what we're looking for in China, the main focus would be a dynamic distributor that has connections into many different aspects of the equestrian industry in China, as we have a wide range of high quality products that will support racing, endurance, beauty Arabians. We can feed from the very young, from born with milk, to the very old with no teeth. We're well used to working with veterinary practitioners to ensure if a horse has laminitis or colic, that we optimize their recovery. Ideally, we have a company that will have undergone the licensing and registration products before, which will enable us to order and clear our feeds without any problems. As our company works at the highest level for technical support, we would also like to collaborate with nutritional training, universities and colleges. We're open to marketing opportunities in terms of product endorsements and ambassadors. We also have quite a wide range of supplements and smaller items that I think would operate very well on an online platform, so that the horses can then receive the products via the post rather than having to go directly into each region of China. So that's everything from me. I hope that you're interested in Donson and Horrell. I'd like to thank Jojo again, and I think certainly, Zoe, you've been super useful with the slides this morning. If you require any contact or have any questions, my email address is on the slides, and also we have the ability through our website to have helpline or support. And I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, Judith。所以呢，Judith 在这里祝大家情人节快乐。那他们是有80年经验的马饲料公司哈，他们于1895年开始已经是为英女王供应马饲料的，所以在国内国外也是全球里面非常一个顶流的饲料公司。然后呢，他们现在也是香港赛马会和高德芬的一个长期的供应商。那他们现在呢，也希望在国内寻找一个有经验的经销商，或是在马圈里面有人脉不错的一个合作关系。所以呢，如果大家有兴趣的话，就是对这个品牌希望有更多了解的话，可以联系到他刚刚提供的一些联系方式，或是找到我们群中的小助手，我们会把联系方式给到你的。OK， 在这里先感谢朱迪 ，Thank you very much。然后事不宜迟，我们先来抢下一轮的红包，然后到我们今天最后一位的嘉宾。
对的。那我们今天送出3份这个东京奥运会马术纪念品对，现在已经是第3轮了，所以最后还有1轮，但是我们因为是不定期的，不知道是什么时候，所以大家千万不要离开。第3轮获奖者是骏马王子，请你会后联系小助手。
OK， 那最后一位的嘉宾呢，是来自于德国的环球马术哈。如果在行业里面长时间的前辈们哈，大家应该都听过他的名字哈 ，Sasha。那呢，他是环球马术的 CEO。那环球马术呢是德国全球马术最强的一个欧洲国家吧。他们的马术就等于我们中国的乒乓球的一样强大。那他今天呢是代表德国马协在中国去展开他们的运营还有商业的。那我们把时间交给我们以下这一位嘉宾 Sasha。Hello Sasha, the stage is yours.
Yes. Hello, and thank you so much for having me today, and for the invitation from China Horse Business, Joey and Jojo. And I think it's great what you are doing and trying to stay connected between Europe, the rest of the world, and China in this badly situation of COVID-19 times. I will try quickly, of course, summarize and bring to you closer our company. It is a relatively young company related to China. We were developed in 2011. So we are 10 years in the market. And since we were able to be part of Olympic Games in Hong Kong in 2008, we could observe the huge development of the China market at the time, especially in equestrian. And we quickly came to the conclusion that we should represent Germany a bit more, knowing that China would need a lot of input from all of the rest of the world to come closer to international level. And if it comes to the need for products or knowledge from Germany, that's basically us, Equestrian Globe. What are our main activities, or where are we today? We have 3 subsidiaries in, of course, Germany, but also Hong Kong and Beijing. For ourselves, we are permanently quite small with only 6 people as full-time staff, but we have, and this is our probably biggest asset, a huge access to the German National Federation and its bodies. And it also means that we are supported and we can tease the work from the German National Federation with over 120 people. What are we doing? We usually organize a German pavilion that represents basically between 10 and 12 different companies from different industries. Of course, for the moment now, this is not possible. But since we were established from the beginning, we have been a consult to government bodies in China when it comes to several different areas like organizing events up to an international standard, but also to educational aspects. Of course, we are also a bloodstock agent when it comes to horses that are bred in Germany. And but it's not only that we are looking specifically for horses for special needs up to Olympic level. We also take care of the maintenance and the training after purchasing. Of course, since we are in the market, we have been helpful in liaising or helping to liaise between different industries from Germany to China and vice versa that wanted to do a cooperation or establish markets or selling products in China, products in Germany, but also vice versa from Germany to China. And I think that is also a quite big part in our daily work to help. Besides, we are exclusive agent for UVEC Sports, which you can see here in the middle. They are producing helmets, as you may know, and now can see during fantastic Winter Olympic Games in Beijing again. There's a lot of UVEC products, and we take care about the equestrian side. We do this also since 10 years and quite well. But in the last year, or in 2020, we were able to fulfill a huge cooperation between CEA, Chinese Equestrian Association, that has been supported by Hong Kong Jockey Club. And this is a long-term cooperation that is really looking into education, which you can see here on the left, especially education for trainers. Why? Of course, and this is a very positive development. We see that many clubs have been popped up in China. There are horses, there are students, there are a lot of motivated people, but we also see sometimes a gap that not too many professional or educated trainers can help to move more forward into from scratch to medium or even international level. So this is our project, how we can fill the gap and help China a bit quicker to have good trainers for the market. And then, of course, also we have organized many events, sometimes ourselves, sometimes in cooperation, or many times in China. Okay, next page. Yeah, here you probably see our best sellers we have in China. On the left side, definitely the CEH coach system, where we are highly involved to write and develop a curriculum that fits perfectly to China needs. It's called the Trainers Education Program. So far, we have certified, I think, more than 160 trainers in China, and the program is consistently building up to higher levels. And from May and June onwards, we will have the next more difficult level. And then there are 3 more difficult levels to come. Of course, we have access and are licensee for all education materials in this regard, coming from Germany. And we are happy to provide this to China. But also in the middle, there are a lot of pony clubs that have developed over recent years in China, which is good news. But we also see here that it has to come to a certain system where little children already start to do their certificates or performance medals, like we say. And we organize here quite a lot of courses and have certified, I think, also more than 1,000 Chinese youngsters. And then it's like you see on the right side and talking already about the products. Okay, last page. What is important for us? Of course, we are looking for the base market in China. That means we're really interested to get to know different riding clubs that want to have a very good service to their students and members. And we are very experienced to help to offer very good training for children, for amateur riders, but even for single riders or teams leading up to championships like China National Games, Asian Games, Olympic Games. And we are also looking for tech shops, for distributors who are willing to help to sell UX products and Sprenger products, which are basically bits. And when it comes here to riding and education, it's all about quality. And actually, this is our main goal, to provide these products to China. And I'm glad that you had me today, and I thank again for the opportunity to talk to you, and hope we stay in touch. Our contacts are on the last page and with China Horse Business, of course. And I hope we can come soon to China, because we really miss it to be with you and to do new projects in future. Thank you.
好的
Thank
you
you.
Sasha。所以呢，Sasha 也在这里跟大家讲，他好久没有来到中国了，非常想念大家，也希望可以尽快来到国内去跟大家见面的。那呢，他们是一个已经有10年经验的商业公司、服务公司。那从2008年奥运会以后呢，他们也看到中国那个马术发展的一个契机，所以呢，也开始在国内发展他们的一个服务，还有他们的公司。那他们呢学了有UX 头盔的独家代理以外呢，他们其实也是中国马协现在推行教练员训练培训的一个服务供应商。那他们是跟香港赛马会跟中马协3方联合签了一个长期协议，去一起共同发展，还有共同去进行推行这个教练体系，然后让那个德国马协百年精华去带到中国，让中国的马术事业发展的更加快速。所以呢，这个也是他们其中一个在中国发展的工作。而且在疫情期间吧，他们已经考核了160位这个中国的马术教练员呢。那另外呢，他们德国马协呢，其实还有一个像入门级的一个小骑手考核的。那他们在过去几年间也是通过了1000位的小骑手。那如果呢他在这里呢，也希望多认识一些俱乐部的朋友。然后，如果这些俱乐部呢，你们是希望可以给 你们的客户、你们的骑手提供一个更优质的服务，然后给他们一个更有系统性的教学的话，他们也希望你们可以跟他们联系，然后去看看这个德国的像 Pony Club 的一个考核是怎么进行的。那可以先了解认识，然后你们有需要的话可以再进一步合作，这个没问题的。他是非常非常希望去认识你们的。然后呢，另外呢，就是一些国际骑手，如果你们是叫 amateur 的业余骑手，或是你们是小骑手，以后将来呢希望去打一下国际性的比赛，或是希望到国外训练的话，也是可以欢迎找到他，因为他们德国百年经验呢，是有很多很多的 connection， 就是可以把你们联系到德国最好的一个教学的系统，然后可以让你们不要走弯路的情况下打到国际比赛的。那最后呢，他们因为也是有独家代理不同的品牌的马具的，那刚刚说到的他们的 UVEX 头盔，其实在冬季奥运会上，其实你们已经看到过不少了。那而马术头盔这一块呢，就是他们现在主要独家代理的，所以如果在 UVEX 头盔这一块，你们希望就是代理的话，你们也可以找到他。他们也同时在国内其实需要找一些他们的形象大使的，所以你们有兴趣的话也是可以联系到 Sasha 的。那这个是他们的联系方式。如果你们可以直接联系他，他们也是有国内的一个助手，然后可以给你们翻译的，所以这个是完全不是问题。那今天我们的4位嘉宾已经分享完毕了，然后呢，我们又来到抢红包的环节
最后一轮抢红包，我们先暂停暂缓一下，等一下马上抢。我们把最后2个重要的信息，当大家走之前告诉大家，往下翻。一个就是获奖者之后联系我们，然后如果有什么任何问题，你们可以联系我们群内的2个小助手。然后就是每个月我们这个交流会是每个月第1个星期一。如果你还没有加入我们这个群的话，也是联系小助手，然后把你们拉进群。下一页，我们下一次的活动会是哪一天呢？就3月的第1个星期一，也就3月7号，也是同样北京时间下午3到4点。那我们最后事不宜迟我们最后送出一个也是一个很特别的新年的礼物，会送出2份但是我们也一样会发红包。然后这个时候呢，我们抽2位呢，就是首期最佳的那一位和第1个抢到的那一位。现在开始。OK， 我们会马上公布获奖者，然后你们第1位首期最佳的那一位深海鱼，第1位是 Maggie 赵莹。好，这2位朋友请在群里面联系我们。好，那今天我们的今天的那个中外马业交流会第6期，我们现在已经到第6期了，就结束了。非常感谢大家的参与，请锁定3月7号同样时间，一起来关注这个中外马术交流、马业交流的一个下午茶。谢谢大家，谢谢周周，谢谢各位。
Thank you all our speakers for your time today. Happy Valentine's Day， 各位情人节快乐！谢谢，拜拜。
情人节快乐，拜拜，再见，下次见。
拜。